Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Eileen's Craft Nook. Today is Love Your Pet Day. So I have a bunch of different molds, but they're all pet related. You see little paw prints in here, the paw print. I have a cat mom and a dog mom mold. Sorry about you dads. I have this one, little paw print. Look at those beans. And a dog tag, and this big one. So I'm looking forward to getting started. I'm going to pick out some mica powders. I need to pick out some, decide what colors we want to do our resin in, and we'll get started. All my supplies out here. I have my black pigment powder. I have my new iridescent one, which I love. I have my new micas that I just got from Temu, and I have my chameleon powders here at the back. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with this one. I'm not going to keep you through the process for all of them because obviously you'd be here for quite a while. But I am going to update you as I go so you can see, and then definitely with the finished product. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so progress update. I did the petals in the gold, and that was from this pack that I got from Temu. And then I did my paw prints with just green mica that I got from Michael's. All right, so we're moving on to our dog mom and our cute little paw here. And I think for these two, I'm going to use chameleon powder. So next is choosing what color of chameleon powder. See if there's one I haven't used before. I've never used this olive before. I'm gonna try that with the paw. With our little beans here. So what I want to do is do the little beans and the imprint of his paw in one color, and then highlight around it with a different color. Dog mom I'm going to do in the teal. I think this is beautiful. I want to get, I think there's two different versions of the different boxes of the chameleon powders. And I would love to get the other one. Although I'm not sure I've seen it on the Canadian site. Has anybody else seen it on the Canadian site? If you have, really appreciate it if you'd throw the link into the comments for me, please. The other thing I'd love to know in the comments is, what pets do you have? Do you have dogs? Do you have more than one dog? Do you have cats? More than one cat? Birds? Fish? I don't know, snakes, mice, gerbils? Let me know. What kind you have. I know I've mentioned a few times, but anybody who's new to the channel, I have, my mom lives with us, and she has 4 dogs. They are, 2 are Shih Tzu, 1 is a Shih Tzu Maltese mix, and the other one is a what is it called? Yorkshire Terrier mix. So she's bigger. She has the colors of a Yorkie, but she's a little bit bigger. All right, the next one is going to be our cat mom. So I didn't want to do it the same as the dog mom, and I was sitting here, wheels are turning, and I'm going to try something different. So I have these little, I don't know if they're little glass chips or what they are, but I got them off Temu. I'm going to put those in. So I'm just going to use, I have the, let me bring you out a bit. I have this Dare Clear. So my thought is I'm going to use that as my binding agent. And I'm going to dump some of these in there. And I'll just use one of these to apply them. So I'm going to give that a mix. Okay, I have a lot going on my desk right now. All these molds. So I'm gonna bring you guys in closer. There we go. All right. This is Dog Mom one distracting you with all its shiny, glorious shininess. And put a few more in there just to make it a wee bit thicker. Now this might be a pain in the butt to work with, but we're going to give it a shot. You don't know unless you try new things. I mean, it's okay if it doesn't work. That's okay. I'm not, these are small molds. I'm not going to be wasting a lot of resin on them. My supplies, for the most part, come from Temu. Michaels and Temu are kind of my go-tos. I didn't start resin until, I think until when Temu became live in Canada, and so I was able to order all my molds, I believe, except for maybe a couple that came from Amazon and a couple that came from Shein, came from Temu. And I have one on the way from Pouring Your Heart Out from Julie's molds from Australia. I ordered one of her Live Edge coasters. If you get into doing resin, and I'm sure anybody who does resin has seen Julie's videos on Pouring Your Heart Out, but she has beautiful molds, and I've heard other creators talk about what great quality they are. So it's worth it. To me, it was worth the price to bring them, to order one, and if I enjoy it, I plan to continue ordering from her as time goes on. I've talked about it in other videos, but I always like to talk about if I spend a lot of time watching YouTube, so I pay for the YouTube subscription, so I don't, when I watch YouTube, I don't have to watch ads. And my son likes it because it includes the YouTube music, and then I don't pay for any other music subscriptions, just the YouTube one. And if you watch a lot of YouTube, you might find it worthwhile. But I'm the type of person who I have an office full of craft stuff. I'll see something that somebody do something, I'm like, oh, I can do that, and I'll go buy the supplies. I have all sorts of little wooden things from the Dollar Tree. When COVID started, I started diamond painting. And, you know, I started small with the ones from Amazon, but, you know, the qualities, they're small. And if anybody does diamond painting, you know. If you know, you know. And I've moved on to buying my diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club. And again, if you know, you know, is the quality, it just makes such a huge difference in your finished product. And you know, for some molds like these ones, it's not going to matter. But if you're working on some larger pieces, or if you want your mold to have some longevity, it does matter. And I'm going to show you, for example, in this mold that I brought out for to do today. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but this mold, maybe in the light, has some small little defects in it. And yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but anyways, that will show in the finished product. I enjoy watching Pouring Your Heart Out, Claire's Crafty, what is it? Claire's Crafty Creations, maybe? I think it is. Marvelous Artsy. She puts out a video every day. Usually it comes out in the evenings. I like watching her because you know what? She will try things out and she doesn't matter if she makes mistakes, and I learn from that as well. We know that everything's going to come out perfect. So I am struggling with that little brush. I need something else. And my dogs are all barking. Not my dogs, my mom's dogs are all barking. So doing all these molds, this is going to be a longer video. So I'm going to finish the CAT and the M and M's with the teal, and then I want to do the paw in the silver. So I'm going to come back, give you guys an update, but I'm going to go ahead and get this done. All right, everybody, my apologies. I was working away, lost track and didn't turn the video back on. I was trying to work quickly because I have so much on the go that my resin was getting too warm. So I just want to give you an update. This you will have seen already by the time this video airs. This was a previous project I'd been working on, but I needed to finish it off. In this one, and this one, and this one. This is the dog mom. I just mixed in black mica, or used my black pigment and add a little bit of mica. So that's these three. I put some clear resin in there because I'm going to add some trinkets in. This one, I just wanted to do the little beans first. So I used a purple mica. I have to say, guys, this was the mica I just got from Temu. That purple is absolutely stunning. I wasn't expecting it. So that one's the purple one, and I did this one in blue, and I'm going to have to do second coat. So I'm going to have to let these dry, and then I'll have to do second coat in these, and then I won't be able to do the reveal till those are dry. And this was the last one I was working on. So I was using some of my gears, and let me just bring you in so you can see a bit better. I was just working with some of my gears and placing them in there. I tinted my resin with a little bit of the Lutz resin pigment, the blue violet. So and I added some bigger gears, some of these little small gears I had picked up. So that's what I was working on. So that gets you up to date to where I am now. So I was just placing some of these in because my resin is quickly thickening up on me. So I was trying to get these placed in. Note to self, maybe not work on so many projects at one time. So, because my craft room is in the basement, and so I always have to warm my resin up before I use it. You can see how thick that's getting. Oh, there's a big bubble. I always have to warm my resin up before I use it, or else it's right full of bubbles. If you're new to resin, cold resin, if it's not to the temperature it should be, you'll get millions of micro bubbles. I've dealt with that before, and you just can't get them out. You cannot get those suckers out. And it really does, even if you add color to it, it still ruins your piece. You can still, I mean, your piece will look nice. Definitely not if it's done in a clear, but it really, just want to make sure there's no bubbles around some of these pieces I stuck in here. You'll really not get all those little micro bubbles out. So, all right. Yeah, you can see that this resin is through its, I've met the working time for it. So I'm gonna let this dry. Hello everybody, I'm back. I just want to show you our progress. I've made the second coat to put on these ones. And I'm redoing this one. I realized when I did it the first time, I'd only wanted to fill it up part way. And I had filled it up all the way. I'm not sure why. So I'm doing that one again. And then these two. So let's start with this one. So for this, I'm using these micas that I got from Temu. I'm using this one at the top and the purple. And I'm also using, excuse me, my iridescent white pigment, which, oh, here it is, that I got from Michael's, this one here. So the smallest one here, I'm going to do, I love this purple. Look at the colors in that. So I'm going to put that one into the little dog bone. This time not filling it all the way, because what I'm going to be doing is adding those dog prints when I'm done, and then just covering it with a thin layer of clear. So I wanted to be sure to leave room for my clear this time, and I think that's going to be good. Okay. And I just realized that you couldn't see that at all. Okay, so there's the dog bone in that beautiful purple. Okay, next one, I'm doing this one in the white, the iridescent white, this color here. Now, this is the back of the mold, so when we take it out, the front's on the other side. So we're going to pour this in. Hopefully I made enough. If not, I have some extra resin. I would just have to color some more. All right. Okay, we're going to let that settle into the cracks. And the last one we're doing is this one. And this one I'm doing, this is the blue. So I thought I would do it in this like really pretty pink, dusty pink color. So I'll go ahead and get that poured in again. This is the back side. Okay. So the other ones are ready to come out, but I'm going to reveal them all at the same time for you. I threw my extra resin that I had left over yesterday into this whale. I might do that again today. That resin was firming up, so I know there's some bubbles in here, but we'll see what he looks like when he's done as well. All right, guys, I will see you as soon as these are cured. Unmold. I just want to show you what I did with some of the extra resin I had. These are these micas I got from Temu. I'm really liking them. I mean, look at these colors. These are still a little bit soft, but I'm going to use my Cricut and I'm going to put something on top of these. I think they might cool keychains. I just thought these colors were fun for summer. Going to be fun for summer, and some summer keychains for folks. So that's the plan for those. Haven't decided what I'm putting on them yet, but I'll share with you once I do. And that was also a mold I got from Temu. All right, let's take a look at our little paw here that we did with the blue and the dusty rose color. Oh, that is pretty. Can you see that? That turned out nice. I like that. Yep. The blue and the pink look nice together. Let me see if I can get a better light for you guys. Let me bring you in. There we go. Yep. That turned out nice. I like that. And then I'll probably put a hole in it to make it into a keychain for somebody. All right, what are we going to do next? Okay, let's do Cat Mom. So this one we did, I remember, if you recall, I used the little stones in it, and so it's a bit different, but you know what? I like it. Look at that. Just something different. And if you feel these, they're not going anyplace. I think that turned out cute. Okay, let's go to this one. This was the one that we did in that beautiful purple mica. Let's see how it turned out. Look at that, guys. That mica is really nice. A couple little air pockets. I probably could have did a better job going around with my little tool. Yeah, but and it has the pre-built in little hole if you want it. That is cute. And again, you could put a sticker on here. You could use your Cricut and add, you know, the pet's name on there, which I think would be cool. This is a mold that has, this mold I'm not 100% pleased with. The mold itself has some defects, and you can see that in the final product in here. But you get what you pay for, right? And I got it from Temu, and sometimes you're not going to get the quality that you would if you paid more. But that turned out nice. Okay, let's take a look at this one that I put the, now this one I know is going to get, it's going to need some trimming up from the overflow, but I put the little gears in this one. And use the translucent, yeah, quite a bit of trimming up on this one, that's okay. Oh, look at it. Turned out nice. Once I trim it up and get all these little extras out of here, that's easy enough to do. It turned out cute. For anybody that's into that style, look, it has a key at the, can you see that key? Yeah, it's got the key over here as well. Not key, clock hand, sorry. And it's got the little gears in the smaller spots. I like that. Turned out nice. This one you could go from either side if you wanted to. This side's shiny, and this side is kind of a matte, so it's nice that it's two-sided. I like that. That turned out well. Okay. I filled this up with just our extras. I'm not sure how. I've never used this mold before. His tail's right in there. Now I know there's going to be holes in this. And the colors I chose were just the leftover resins, so I'm not expecting great things. I stuck a couple fish in there. I think I'm going to have to do the head and then the tail based on how this is shaped. So just bear with me. I'll get this out. There's his head. And get his little tail out. Okay. Just a second, guys. Okay, finally got him out. That was tough. It's tough getting the tail out. I had to try to get that tail, this wide part of the tail out through this thin part, and it took me a bit. But the whale's out. He turned out really cute. You can see I did put some fish in him. They kind of show up shadowy in there, but you can't see them. And he's even the bubbles. I knew it was going to be bubbly, but you know what didn't happen, which I thought was going to happen, was it didn't have any outward bubbles. So I'm happy with this. I'm probably going to give it to my son. He'll enjoy that. All right, so let's take a look at the rest of ours. So this I took out, and I didn't have it on camera because this one, when I took it out, I wasn't that pleased with the colors, so I took some UV, put it on to kind of brighten it up, because where the gold and the green was, it was matte rather than being shiny, and I really do prefer micas to be the shiny color. So there's our sunflower with the paws. And then we had the dog mom. So that was done with the micas and the gold. That one turned out nice. And we had our little paw done in the chameleon powders. And last but not least, we had this bone. And this one, look at it. Isn't that cute? I did end up putting the little flower with the bee and the footprints. What I did with this one is I poured the purple as the base, let that dry overnight, and then because I didn't want to wait another night to finish this, I used UV on the top, but you could easily use the 2-part as well. But I used the UV so I'd be able to show it right away. So that's cute. You could use your Cricut, and put the pet's name and put it just over top here. That would be super cute as well. Just be aware, like, you don't ever want a dog or a puppy or anything like that to get a hold of this to be able to chew it. So anyways, so that, folks, is our Love Your Pet pour. So let me know in the comments, what was your favorite today out of everything we did? And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to, let me get them all in here. There we go. Please remember to give me a thumbs up, to like and then subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more along this line, let me know. And that's it, guys. Thanks. See you in the next one.